Yeah, obviously it was a tight, tough game. First half, quite a few errors from both teams. I think the downpour just before, during the warm-up, just made conditions pretty slippery. And defence for both teams was pretty strong, so I think there's a lot of forced errors in that. Got over the line a couple of times, but couldn't quite get the ball down in the first half. So, but when you play Melbourne, it's always going to be like you don't expect to score a lot of points. So your defence has to be good, and ours was good. When we were under the pump, under pressure, someone came up with the right play or the right tackle or the right bit of pressure. So we're a bit unlucky to be behind by 4 at half time, but we probably put ourselves in that position a little bit. Didn't have any ball and any field position, any good field position for the first 20 minutes of the second half. So it was a really good, patient win. We got our first crack down there and scored, so that was a good sign. And then our man next to us has been practicing field goals for 3 months. Nailed it when we needed one. So it's good, solid. Did enough to win one of those nights.
What does this result mean to you, Ivan, to the team?
Yeah, well, we discussed the possibility of, I guess the opportunity that was in front of us. The draw pitted us against Melbourne twice within 3 weeks, and to have that chance to be able to beat them, twice in that period is, it's almost a bit of history, really. So, and to be able to get that, it's a fair feather in the cap. They're never easy to beat, ever. So, very proud.
Benji, can you just talk us through the field goal?
It was just the opportunity of the set, really. I think we had a 20-metre tap and hit 7 tackles. So the rule of thumb is if it's on the left side of the post, then that's my one, and if it's on the right side, then Luke takes it. And Luke nailed one against the Broncos a couple of weeks ago from that side, and it was just my turn to step up, and thankfully struck it well.
You seem to take your time despite the chasers coming at you.
Well, it's a bit of a process. So when you practice it, you try and do it the same every time. And I was just thinking, head down, watch the ball, and kick through it. And went through.
Did you feel that you almost scored just before that, or you did almost score? When Kenny Boyce got that tackle in, did you think you were in?
I just didn't get a good catch on the ball. Juggled it a little bit. So I would have loved to score, but we didn't play our best tonight, I didn't think. But the effort from the guys, just to hang in there and play for each other, and they really put us under a lot of pressure there at times, keeping us coming out of our half, and we weathered the storm, so to speak, and 2 points is what we came here to get, and we got it.
How would you rate the performance of your halves? Obviously, there, but as a unit, how would you rate it?
Yeah, early in the game, we've done. We've been better. I think it's pretty fair to say. I thought certainly late in the game, we came up with some big plays, field goal. Luke's try that he set up. I thought he played really well tonight. He was dangerous every time he got the ball. We'll look back and think we could have finished our sets off a bit better throughout the night. But I think it was sort of even in that contest for both sides. I'm sure they're sitting in there thinking that they could do a lot of things better too. But as I said, when it's a bit wet and the defence is strong, there's not much give in it, and it's the attack and everything's not all perfect, and that's just the sort of game it was.
And now that this one's out of the way, do you have any sort of plan for how you plan on bringing Josh Reynolds back into the fold in the open role in the halves, or do you think something?
Got a few ideas kicking around, but I don't know. We'll just see how everyone pulls up. And we've got 8 days before we play Manly, so after a 5-day turnaround, the travel here, it's been a pretty hectic week. Having played on Monday, so nice to get a few days off and just sort of get ourselves through this one, and then we'll see where we go from there.
Benji, what's it like to be playing this well again at this stage of your career and inside this jersey?
It's good to get wins. I didn't think I played that good today, to be honest. A couple of things were good, but there were a few things I wasn't happy with. I really thought Brooksy took control of the game for us today, and when I felt like I was a little bit off, he really took over and sort of played the role that I thought I was playing the last couple of weeks, and I thought he was a big reason why we got home tonight.
just that you get the chance to have a moment like that in New Zealand again, particularly around the Tigers shirt?
It's quite weird coming to New Zealand and having support. You know, used to playing the Warriors there and getting booed, so yeah, it's nice having a few cheers. I think we got like 65 or 70% of our team from New Zealand, so sort of like a home game for us. All the boys seem to be catching up with family the last couple of days, and that was a good feel.
Ivan, nice to have him on your side after that 2011 game when he beat the Warriors on his own just a bit.
I was just talking about that. Yeah, I was just talking about that last night, that game actually. Still got nightmares about that game. Yeah, it is. Yeah, definitely good to have him on our side. I remember that game vividly, and Benji was like, we just absolutely had that under control. And this bloke decided to play a bit of fun and have a bit of fun, and it's fun for them and bad for us. Yeah, just good for all our boys to be able to come back and have that sort of win in front of all their family and friends. Yeah, it's good to come back here too. For me.
Do you have any sort of update on Russell Packers and
Yeah, it's a bit of a concern actually. I mean, we just couldn't take him off because we just made our last sub, so he was on one leg. So yeah, well, you know, it's just to cross our fingers on that one, but I think he's in a bit of trouble.
Benji, that's the last one. There's no Kiwi selectors or coaches at the moment, but is that something that's still sort of a goal of yours that you still hope to do?
To be honest, I'll never make myself not available for New Zealand. I'll always be available, but yeah, lost hope a bit the last couple of years. But I'm just enjoying being home at the Tigers and enjoying having wins and playing footy. And I feel like when I'm doing that, I seem to get the best out of myself. So I'll just keep doing that, and if it happens, it happens. And if it don't, well, nothing different to the last few years.
That's all you can do, mate.
Yeah.